Welcome to Study Wind, where we make learning a breeze. Today we will be looking at factorization. So factorization is where you have two or more terms, and you find a common factor and take it outside of a bracket, and place everything else inside the bracket. So for example, here we have x squared plus x, and to factorize this, we'd have to find the common factor, which is x, and divide both of the terms by x, and place x outside of the bracket. So when we factorize it, we get x times x plus 1, because x squared divided by x is x, and x divided by x is 1. You can also factorize more complex equations, such as 3x squared plus 18x. You find the common factor, which is 3x, and you divide each term by 3x. So 3x squared divided by 3x is x, and 18x divided by 3x is 6. So 3x multiplied by x plus 6. So here you can see the basics of finding the common factor. If you have some amount of x squared plus some amount of x multiplied by another factor, you can take out ax and be left with x plus b, and b would be a number, since the x would be taken out of the equation, since it would be a common factor. You can also do what's called double bracket multiplication, factorization, where you have two brackets, and there's no obvious common factor, but you can actually factorize things into two brackets here by finding the factor pairs of the equation and seeing which factors add up to get the middle number. So basically you take the factors of the last number, in this case the last number is 2, and you see which factors of 2 will add up to make 3, the middle number. Because how you structure it is it's x plus a factor times multiplied by x plus another factor. So here we have x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 1, because if you multiply the different x's together, you get x squared, and x times 1 would be x, plus x times 2, which would be 2x, getting 3x, and 2 times 1 would be 2. You can also have double bracket multiplication factorization, where some of the terms are negative. So for example, you can have this here, x squared minus 3x minus 4, and you'll find two factors, in this case minus 4 and positive 1, which will add together to make the middle number, which is minus 3. So you find the factors, and you put it into the equation. Finally, you can have larger numbers than 1 in front of the first number, the x squared. So for example here, we have 3x squared plus 17x plus 10. So you take any factors of the first number and put them in. So for example, the first number would be 3, and you'll need to find some factors of 3. Since 3 is a prime number, it's fairly easy to do here. We can just take 3x and x. Then we need to take factors of the second number, which can be multiplied by each of the first numbers. So you need one factor to be multiplied by 3, and one factor to be multiplied by 1. So here we have 3x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 5. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, plus 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, so 15 plus 2 is 17. Now time for a comprehension test. So first we're looking at a simple double bracket multiplication, x squared plus 5x plus 4. So the way we do it, we would first take the factors of 4 and see which factors of 4 we would be able to add up to make 5x. So in this case, it's 4 and 1, so x plus 4, x plus 1. In the second question, we will look at this, which is still a simple double bracket multiplication, except with a larger than 1 number for the x squared. So here we'll have to find factors of the first number and the third number. So since this equation is mostly prime numbers, it's quite simple here. We can only have for the first number 2 and 1, and for the second number 3, we can only have 3 and 1. So we'll have to figure out how to multiply 2 and 1 and 3 and 1 in order to get an end result of 5. And this will be 2x plus 3x plus 1, because x is multiplied by 3, and 2x is multiplied by 1, adding up to 5x. And the third question is more challenging. It's not more challenging, never mind. The third question is not more challenging, we're just expanding some brackets. So we need to expand x plus 3, x plus 2, so we need to cross-multiply each term. So we take the x from the first bracket, x multiplied by x multiplied by 2, take the 3 from the first bracket, 3 multiplied by x, 3 multiplied by 2, and you add it all up, and you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. And finally, the fourth question, which is more challenging, you're expanding some larger numbers, 5x plus 3 times 3x plus 4, so you do 5x multiplied by 3x, 5x multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 3x, 3 multiplied by 4. And when you multiply it all out, you end up with 15x squared plus 29x plus 12. Remember to like and subscribe.